Hello everyone, my name is Ganesh chenjihang mabo. In today's presentation, I am going to present my topic on child development in early childhood education and care, which is also known as ECEC, using the burn for burner ecological system theory in New South Wales contents. In the second slide, we are going to discuss about the introduction and how the child development is influenced by many different factors. There are four major factors. They are indigeneity, gender, language, and socioeconomic background, which is also called the SES. These factors work together with wider influence such as community support, government policy, and cultural value. To better understand this, Brunfonder developed the ecological system theory in 1979. This theory explains that the children does not grow alone. Instead, the child develops through interaction with different environment around them. And now we are going to the third slides. In the third slides, we are going to discuss about the Brunfonder ecological systems theory. There are five systems in this theory: microsystem, mesosystem, exosystem, and macrosystem and chronosystem. All these systems are interconnected, and a changes in one system can affect the other. The first system is a microsystem. This is the child immediate environment such as family, educator, friend, and early learning center. This system has the strong direct influence on the development. For example, language affects how children communicate and participate in the learning activities. Gender may shape classroom expectations and a social interaction. Indigeneity is important because it supports a child identity, belonging, and a connection to the culture. Socioeconomic background also affect the access to the learning resources, family support, and quality education. After the microsystem, we are going to discuss about the mesosystem. Now, this is the second system. This refers to the connection between the different parts of child life, such as relationship between the home and the school. In this part, strong communication between the parents and educator help children feel supported and understand. It also helps the educator to understand the child cultural background and the knowledge needs. However, family with the financial difficulties may find it hard to participate fully in school activities. In this part, it shows the connection between the parents and the teacher in the meso system. And after this, we are going to go for the third system, which is called exosystem. The third system is an exosystem. It's normally have the indirect influence on the child development. In this system, it includes like parent workforce, community services, government program, and childcare subsidies. Although it doesn't affect directly to the children development, but it indirectly affect the growth of child development. Like if the person who is working like from the poor family background work more hours, due to which they get the less time to spend with the child, which will indirectly affect the child in developments. And the like community services and the government program, which will also help the children to develop their EC program through the different funding and all, uh, especially for the children who is from the in the disadvantaged positions. The fourth system is the macro system. This system include that larger social and cultural environments such as social values, cultural belief, laws and education policies. In Australia, the important frameworks such as the Early Year Learning Framework or the National Quality Framework that highly support the higher quality early childhood education. This policy promote inclusion, cultural respect, equality, and recognition of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture. They also have to support the children from multilingual and a diverse background. They normally include the person from the Aboriginal person for storytelling, and they just perform all the cultural activities in a school in order to make the student to feel like their home. So it will definitely help their child development. And after this, we are going for the fifth uh, system, which is chrono system. In this system, This mainly focus on changes over time that affect the child development. Example includes like life transition, social changes, policy changes, and the migration and the family changes also affect the development over the time. If we talk about this point, let's take an example like a child who has moved to Australia may experience a language and cultural adjustment over time. Although he may feel difficult at the beginning, but by the time he may cope with this problem. And change the government policy can also improve the access to the early childhood services. Now, on this slide, we are only discussing about this thing, and after this, we are going for the next slide, which is interaction of key factor across system. These four key factors are indigeneity, gender, language, socioeconomic background. These all factors work together across all the systems. For example, a child from a lower socioeconomic background may have limited access to the quality ECEC services. A language barrier may reduce communications between the families and the educator. In order to cope this challenge, inclusive policy can help to reduce these challenges and create a better learning opportunities for the parents and the children for their growth. In this slide, we are going to discuss about the NSW context and ECEC provision that has been proposed by the NSW. In New South Wales, ECEC services are supported by the strong policies such as Early Year Learning Framework (EYLF) and the National Quality Framework (NQS) guide the quality educations. This framework has to create the inclusive learning environment for all the children. In NSW, it is culturally diverse, including Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander communities. Uh, so, cultural responsiveness is very important. Government support and the community program also helps to reduce the inequality and improve the access to the education for the children who are from the disadvantaged family background. So these are the activities that has been done by the NSWs in order to improve the child development in Australia. Yes, we come to the end and we are talking about the conclusion. Like in conclusion, like children development is influenced by many connected systems. Ben ecological system theory helps us to understand how the systems work together. Indigeneity, gender, language, and socioeconomic background are the major factors that shape the children's learning and well-being. Community support and the government policy also plays the important roles in order to develop the child growth and the development. As a future educator must create an inclusive learning environment where there is respectful between the child and supportive learning environment where child can grow and succeed. uh, Support helps all the child to succeed in future, so it is one of the important role that the future educator must do in future. So in the last slide, I just put some of the reference that I got from here. Just give me a second. Where is the last slide? Yeah, we just came to the end, and in the last slide, as I told you before, like I just include some of the reference where I got some of the ideas, and I just wrote all these articles from here. I just create the mind mapping and have to understand this. These are some of the reference that I mentioned in the end. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you.